Hey, welcome to Ultimate Survival Tips. I'm David. Now, I get a lot of requests for more videos on knife sharpening, so today we're going to continue our knife sharpening bootcamp series. I'm going to show you a tool that I've been using for about 2 years now that can easily sharpen just about any knife or bladed tool in the field, the WorkSharp Guided Field Sharpener. Along the way, I'll show you how to sharpen with this tool, and before we're all done, I'll share with you some other compact field sharpeners that can help you keep your knife keen in the backcountry. Let's get started. The WorkSharp Guided Field Sharpener is a multi-tool field sharpening system that can be used to hone the blade of just about any knife. This sharpener is 7 inches or 18 centimeters long and roughly an inch or 2.5 centimeters high and wide at its biggest points and weighs only 4.6 ounces or 129 grams. The field sharpener body is constructed from what seems to be pretty tough, reinforced injection molded plastic and includes 5 major sharpening surfaces, starting with removable coarse and fine diamond sharpening plates, a long 3-position ceramic rod for coarse honing, fine honing, and a position for sharpening fish hooks. There's a smaller ceramic rod for touching up serrated edges, and on the other side we have a leather strap for polishing an edge to razor sharp. Both the diamond sharpening plates are interchangeable and are held firmly on the tool with powerful magnets that have secured the plates of my original field sharpener for over 2 years. The coarse plate removes to reveal a rectangular compartment that contains a rolled up, 2-sided, full-color, step-by-step instruction sheet on how to use the tool, which is helpful if you're new to this sharpener. Under the fine plate are 2 broadhead wrenches that bow hunters will find useful for removing most 2, 3, and 4 blade hunting points so that they can be honed. And just in case you lose or decide to remove your instruction sheet, WorkSharp outlines the basics of using the tool with a sticker on the underside of the fine sharpening plate. Now let's see how to sharpen a knife with this tool. Now the major problem for most people when using a sharpening stone is keeping a consistent angle between the blade and the stone. To overcome this issue, WorkSharp built into this tool 20-degree guides adjacent to the ends of both the fine and coarse diamond sharpening plates. Start with the coarse plate for fixing damaged blades, resetting the edge, or for sharpening camp tools. Start with the fine side for most general sharpening tasks. We'll assume your blade is not damaged and simply needs sharpened. So to start, lay the tool down on a flat, stable surface with the fine plate up. It's the smoother of the 2 plates. Grasp the handle firmly with one hand. Lay the knife flat on the guide closest to the handle with the base of the cutting edge in contact with the stone. Now push the blade away from you in a natural, semicircular motion with an even stroke while maintaining the angle set by the guide. Make sure that the entire edge makes contact with the abrasive surface during each stroke, like this. Now it's important to take your time and don't bear down on the stone. Let the diamonds do the work. Now repeat this for 5 to 10 strokes on each side and then do the same thing on the opposite side for the same number of strokes by pulling the knife towards you, but be careful. Now repeat this process multiple times, checking the sharpness of the blade after each set. Once the blade is pretty sharp, rotate the tool 90 degrees so that the long ceramic sharpener is facing up. Now turn the red knob on the side so that the F is facing up, exposing the fine ceramic sharpener. Now with the same techniques that you used in the fine sharpening stone, hone the blade with 5 strokes on each side. After this step, your blade should be getting really sharp. If not, start over and repeat all the previous steps. Now if you want to polish your blade to near razor sharp, you'll need to strop it. The cool thing is this field sharpener makes it easy. To do this, turn the tool so that the leather strap is up. Grasp the handle with gloves on. Now place your knife on the black guide closest to the handle with the blade facing down and away from the leather, like this. Now maintain the angle set by the guide while you push the knife up and over the guide and away from you. Now repeat this step using the guide on the other side. Now for this step, you're going to alternate from one side to the other for a total of 10 strops, which will equal 5 on each side. Now you should really have a sharp blade. For more advanced sharpening techniques and to learn how to reset or fix a damaged blade, see my knife sharpening bootcamp video number 2. the key to a shaving sharp knife. Now I get a lot of questions on how to sharpen recurve blades, and again the WorkSharp comes through and makes this easy with a large ceramic hone and preset guides. To start, position the tool so that the large ceramic rod is facing up. For survival knives, you can use either the coarse or fine side of this rod, as designated by the C for coarse and the F for fine on the dial. The coarse setting will give you an edge with a bit more bite, which is good for survival and utility tasks. And the fine setting is best for hunting and pocket knives or a really fine hone on your survival knife. Now use the same technique that we used for the fine sharpening stone and do 5 to 10 strokes on each side until your blade is sharp. Now, I also get a lot of questions on how you sharpen serrations. And you guessed it, the WorkSharp comes through again. So to sharpen serrations, choose the ceramic rod that fits the size of your serration the best. Now match the bevel angle and use a push-pull motion. 5 strokes on every serration should do for touch-up work. Now for really damaged or dull serrations, I like to use the Smith's Pocket Pel with its cone-shaped diamond sharpening rod. Now for the obsessive fisherman, this tool has a special set of grooves on a large ceramic rod to make sharpening hooks easy. Simply turn the red dial to the hook shape and run your hook back and forth in the slot. And last but not least, the broadhead arrow wrenches under the fine plate make removing arrows for honing easy. With leather gloves on and some care, you can use the ceramic rod and strop to touch up your broadhead blades. Now for all the great attributes of this tool, there are a few bummers. First, in making an easy-to-use universal field sharpening tool, there's going to be some trade-offs. So the 20-degree angle guides are awesome as long as the bevel of your edge is close to 20 degrees. Now on the upside, I found that many of my knives are a close match, so I can use the built-in guides. But for those that don't match, you'll either have to reset the edge or sharpen without using the guides. Next, over time the leather strop can wear and dry out, so rubbing in a light coat of mineral oil will help. Next, to protect this tool I wish it came with a little pouch or a sheath, because most of the time I just throw mine in my bug-out bag or pack, and it's vulnerable to getting banged up. So to solve this, I now wrap mine in some canvas and tie it shut. Now one last thing. I have sharpened blades up to about 7 inches with this little guy, but anything larger like bolos and machetes are tricky. And although you can hone hatchets and axes with it, I still prefer a double-sided round sharpener for touching up larger bladed tools. These small issues aside, I haven't found a more easy-to-use, versatile, capable, and portable field sharpening tool for travel, camping, bug-out bags, and survival training. And with a 4.6 out of 5-star rating on Amazon, it looks like the Sharpener has a lot of fans that comment on its portability, ease of use, how affordable it is with a street price around $25 to $40 US at the time of this review, and how it gets knives sharp, even for beginners. For a classic croc-style field sharpener about half the price of the WorkSharp, check out the Lansky 4-rod turnbox stick sharpener. For sharpening knives in the workshop, check out the DMT DuoSharp 2-grit diamond sharpening system, or the Lansky guided sharpening kit. Or for power sharpening when electric is available, it's hard to beat the WorkSharp WSKTS knife and tool sharpener. We've just taken a look at the WorkSharp guided field sharpener. For your convenience, I've included links to all the gear that I've mentioned in the video description on YouTube. Just click the Show More tab under this video. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And for more gear reviews, survival tips, and survival news, check out ultimatesurvivaltips.com. And while you're there, grab our monthly survival e-mag, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter to get the latest news and be the first to hear about the great gear giveaway contests we have planned. Okay, this is David. I hope to see you on the other side, and remember, be prepared because you never know.